What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Rock Top Collectibles. Today we're going to be opening up a Flesh and Blood First Edition Tales. I really like Flesh and Blood, guys. I think it's an awesome card game. I don't play it, but I like it from a collector standpoint, and I like to collect cardboard, so we're definitely going to keep opening it up on the channel, so I hope you guys like it too. But before we get into that, I'm going to give away a Steel Blade Supremacy and a Bowhead Barrier. Both are from Welcome to Wraith. They are the non-rainbow unlimited cards. So all you gotta do is like, subscribe, and then comment below, and then we'll get those out in a future video. But I also wanted to go over where we're at. I'm also making this as kind of like a market update video. And I wanted to go over kind of where we're at right now with this set and kind of my first thoughts before we, get into it. So right now, Flesh and Blood market is still doing pretty well. It's obviously not as crazy as it was when Monarch dropped, which was, what was it, like $400 a booster box? Something crazy. It might have been or 300, and I think now you can get them for like $200. But really, the big thing for that was because of, the supply and demand. So they weren't producing a whole lot of product at the time. But obviously the demand was way up at the time, and COVID was also playing a huge part. So they've kind of got that under control. That's why we're seeing, tails around $100 a booster box. And then some of the other sets, the unlimited, you can get for, I want to say like $70 a booster box. But the cards in it still, you still got really high dollar cards if you're looking at this from a collector standpoint. So obviously the Fables always kill it. You're still looking at, right now I'm looking on TCG Player under their price guide, and that's going to show current market value. You can also go to eBay sold too at any time. Those are your best bets for looking up. I usually use both when I'm going to sell cards. So you still got Corsham, which is the Fabled, right around $433. The alt rare Channel Lake Frigid around $200. I'm not going to do all of them. New Horizon at $194, which is the first legendary, and then it kind of bottoms out at the last legendary, which is Spellbook Creepers at $143. For me, the one that I like the most, if I'm looking from an art standpoint, is probably Heart of Ice. I think it's a pretty awesome card, which that's the one I would like. But no matter what we get, guys, if we do get, a legendary or anything like that, I'm going to send it to CGC. Just because right now CGC just opened. I've mentioned in other videos they do take Flesh and Blood, and I think their slabs would look really good. But let's get into it. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to probably start doing more of a market update at the beginning, just because that's something I really like, which I do on my own, is just follow markets. So I'll probably keep putting that. Let me know if you hate it, but you can always skip forward. We're here to hang out, guys. I'm trying to give you guys some good information as I see it as information, and hopefully a couple of you guys think it's useful. But I just tore up the back. That's okay. So let's get you out of the way. So we got some sleeves here. I've been messing up on sleeves lately. I keep forgetting them when I pop open videos. If you have not opened up Flesh and Blood before, it's a really cool card game. I really like the setup of it. Let's see what it says on the side real quick. So, by the way, this set has 238 cards. Cards per pack is going to be 1 token, 12 commons, 1 rare or higher, and then 1 premium foil. So yeah, it's all random. So let's get into it. Frostbite was the token. Let's flip it over. We'll go through a little slow on a few of them, and then we'll push through to speed up, just because most people don't want to see all the commons. So there's your first rare, second rare, which was just a regular, and then here is our first foil. And then you got the rest, which are just going to be your commons. So let's set that off and keep rolling it. So it opens pretty quick, just because I don't do any card tricks or anything like that. I'm curious to know what you guys do with your Flesh and Blood bulk. That's something I'm definitely interested in doing. Usually for bulks, for card games, I kind of just throw it up on auction and let the market figure itself out. Rare, Polar Blast. And then... But I know a lot of people would probably just prefer to sell it individually or anything like that on TCG Player, but really, to me, that's time consuming. I didn't actually sell when I was opening up Monarch First Edition. I actually didn't sell really any of it. I kind of kept it just because it's still a First Edition set. So just to have it thrown out into a box and see where it goes one day. Maybe it'll move up. All right, so there's our first rare foil, which is a really pretty card, Frostfang. So if you guys can see it. Oh yeah, let me go through these real quick for you guys. Because some people like to see what drops in a booster box, so really from like an analytics standpoint. So I got to make sure to show everything and not just set everything aside, because I do understand that, guys. I'm going to sleeve up this Frostfang. See if we get a cold foil, guys. So if you're not aware, first edition boxes, you got that chance at the cold foils. And cold foils are only a first edition thing. And then they're unlimited. They're not there, which is a cool, cool variant that I really like that Flesh and Blood does, which, I talk about in a lot of videos, is like creating those differences between card games. All right, light, Biting Gale. Ooh, let me separate these. And then our hollow, Common Rights. And then tokens. Tokens actually usually, when I was opening up unlimited Wraith, the tokens were selling pretty well. Like, that was probably the only thing that I sold. And then, what did I get? A Tunic? I think I got a Tunic out of that. But that went to CGC. So I held a lot of stuff because I wanted to send it in a bulk route. But obviously PSA's bulk route was closed. So now that CGC's... Ooh, we got a first Majestic. And let's see what's behind it real quick. And then I entangled. Then I'll go through that. Let me sleeve this up. But now that CGC accepts it, 100% it is going there. Which I don't know when we'll get that back. So let me go through these for you guys. But as soon as I find out, it will definitely be on the channel. And you guys can see what they get. Because I'm curious to see how they grade Flesh and Blood. Look at these beautiful packs. Wait, I don't think I showed you guys the full artwork. You've probably already seen it by now. But here's your artwork you guys got. I think I was holding this one. I'll probably get one of these and just throw it in my sealed collection. I still have a Monarch one, which, looking back, I paid like $400 for that thing. But you never know. You never know where the market's going to go. And now you can get them for sub 200. So hopefully they go up. Winter's Bite. Weave Earths. First rare Explosive Growth. Or did I? Nope, that was the second rare. How did I miss that? I was talking. And then a Lexi. All right, we're almost halfway. Before, I want to say, I'm trying to remember, what was it, like three, four Majestics you'd get per booster box? Something like that. Now I just don't. We'll see. All right, Summer, Turn Timber, and an Explosive Growth. Beautiful rare. All right, and the last of the bulk. Arcane, Entangled, Chilling. I don't know the drop rate for Fable. That's something I've been curious about. I feel like I knew for a while, but I've not opened up Flesh and Blood since first edition Monarch, which was, Lord, that was a long time ago. Well, first edition, I should say. I did open up some unlimited Wraith in the summer. Ball of Lightning, Bolt, Evergreen, and our hollow is a Biting Gale rare. Overflex, Stir. But let me know if you guys want more Flesh and Blood on the channel. I'm really open to doing a lot of this stuff. I really like a lot of these card games. It's still fun for me to just go along for a chase. And I like to create variety too. I think everybody should. Some people are just, so into just one card game, which I personally, you know, prefer to be in multiple. And plus, the markets move differently, too. If you're looking at this from a market standpoint, they're different. So it's good to be, you know, in multiples. Sigil of Suffering, Rise of Lightning, and a rare Embolden. All right. I feel like the color's different. I feel like it was darker, a darker red. Now it kind of, to me, it looks kind of pink, but that's all right. Now I feel like we're hitting halfway. So we still can get some good stuff. That Heart of Ice is still in there somewhere. Hopefully. Invigorate, Lightning Surge. Chilled to the Bone. Icequake. Ooh, there we go. Second Majestic. And a common Chill to the Bone. Set that down. So at least we have not gotten double Majestics, which is good. Let's get this. There we go. You know, I didn't even look if that alternate artwork, it was a holo or not. I wonder if it was. I assume it was foiled, but maybe not. And it was a Majestic, so I would recognize it. How about that? I don't think I would know the name of off the top of my head. So we are 2 Majestics in. Lightning Pass. Channel Mount Heroic. So we got back-to-back Majestics. And I'm also going side to side at this point, too. Oh, there we go. That's really cool. Excuse me, really cool token. So we haven't gotten a foiled Majestic yet, though. Trying to remember for Legendary drop what the drop rate was for Legendary drop rates, too. Was it one per case, maybe? I don't know. I really need to check because it's been so long since I've opened it. Winter's Gasp, but got some now. So first rare, Cold Wave, Embolden, and there we go, Exposed to the Elements. So this is our first Majestic Rainbow foil, and it is beautiful. Let's get a sleeve. Let's see if it's. I don't see. Looks pretty solid, guys. Probably a. I'd probably give it maybe a 9 at CGC, but which is probably where I'll send it. It'll probably go in a bulk lot. Like I said, just because that's what I prefer. I prefer to do everything or dealing graded cards, but also like that's just what I collect. I don't collect just regular cards. But everybody likes their own thing. Some people like binder sets. Shoot, I wouldn't even want to see a binder set for Flesh and Blood when you talk about each different color. That'd be too wild. Winter's Gasp. Rare Snapshot. Flash. And a Stir the Wildwood. But you could probably still, I mean, you get a pretty solid variety from a booster box. So I guess if you're playing the card game, I'm sure booster boxes are probably pretty great, especially unlimited ones. That's where I think they really should pound in the large amount of, you know, maybe increase legendary drops or something like that. Let the first edition be the collector's edition for harder chase cards. Ooh, my piles are getting wild over here. And then make them a little bit easier to drop, because even some of like even a lot of the unlimited legendaries are still really expensive, which from a player standpoint, it's probably got to be kind of frustrating to drop that much money on a deck, but maybe not. Hey, you guys let me know if you guys play the card game, if you're cool with paying, you know, premiums for legendary cards. Like, does it get, you know, to give you more of an edge while you're playing? And I could see that too, because not everybody wants to drop, you know, maybe $400 or $500, $600 on or more, you know, on a deck. So I get that. Pay to play, baby. Vela Flash. Bolton Shot, Evergreen, and then any Electrify. Really cool artwork. Got a print line across. Just got a few packs left in here. Let's go ahead and set them out. Clear me up some space. Oh, this pile's getting big too. There we go. Gosh. Is there anything else, more fun than just popping open packs? I guess because, that brings back everybody's childhood. It's like, what are you going to get? You don't know. Probably nothing crazy. Electrify. I'm trying to think of the most expensive card. Oh, we got another Majestic coming up. And then a Dazzling. I'm trying to think of the most expensive card I've pulled from Monarch. Or not Monarch, from Flesh and Blood. It was definitely from Monarch though. The Hydra. I think that's probably what it was. Death Hydra. Cool, that was a cold foil. But I've also, like I said, I've not opened a whole lot of it because it's still pretty new. And it's not my go-to set to open right now. Right now, it's definitely probably Dragon Ball is my go-to. Just because it's a lot more fun. In my opinion, everybody's got their own card games. Flash, Lightning, and then a Thump. Another Thump. But I guess you could get pretty wild with a deck if you're trying to, get all foils or something like that. Trying to look cool with it. I wouldn't care. Me personally, like if I was playing a card game, the shine of it wouldn't matter. It's all about probably having the best build. But some people probably like the Flash, Lightning, Mulch, Snapshot. Another Frostfang, so we got you in Hollow already. And then a Cold Wave. Now, to figure out what we do with all these Majestics. They might go on TCG Player. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I want to hold them or not. Shock Striker. Coming up on first rare, Weave Ice. I don't know if we pulled Weave Ice. Explosive Growth. And then a Ball of Lightning. Mark of Lightning. Now I just got to decide too if I want to get one more. If I want to get one more booster box to open. If I don't get a legendary out of this booster box, I might go for one more to see if I can get one. I never say I'm going to chase like a Fable or something just because I don't open enough product, I think, to be able to commit to something like that. Heaven's Claw, Weave Lighting, another Majestic, and then a Winter's Grasp. So yeah, so they're doing, we are getting a ton of Majestics, which is good. Obviously that's what we want. If we're getting like base cards for playability, also just to have. That's probably a hard thing. That's probably a hard thing for them to deal with is you don't want to give too much, but you want to give enough to where it's worth it. Because like right now, for example, look at like the Weave Lighting. Look at like booster boxes. Ooh, there we go. Sorry, I get cut off. Ice Storm. So our second foil Majestic. So we got 2 foil Majestics in one box, which I'm really surprised about. I feel like I only got one last time or before. Because like look at older Pokemon boxes or even like new ones now for recent times is you might get like a secret rare in a booster box and it's like a $10 card for a $100 booster box doesn't really work out. You need to at least, the value needs to help or it's got to be there a little bit. Otherwise people are just going to stop buying the product and it's going to tank the market because people are only buying singles and it's really going to hurt LGSs too. It's got this massive pile over here of trash. Chill to the Bone. Entwine. Tomorrow. Weave Earth. Another Majestic, guys. Oh, man. And then a Shock Striker. I'll do a recap after these last 2 packs. I'll let you guys see these. All these Majestics we got. Because it is a lot. I'm pretty sure that... I think that whole pile is just Majestics. But hey, we still got 2 packs left, so we still got a chance. There is still a chance. And I've had plenty of last pack magic, guys. It happens. Cold Wave. It might not happen today, but it happens. All right, so we are officially moving on to the very last pack, guys. Very last pack. Definitely wish me luck if you're at this point of the video that we pull some heat. Break Ground, Lightning Surge, Entwine, Buzzbolt coming up on first rare, Turn Timber, Icequake. So this is it. Make or break. And it's a common Amulet of Ice. Still really cool card to end on. So no legendary, obviously no Fable. And that is perfectly okay because it's not every box is a winner. But I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you want to see more Flesh and Blood. I'd love to keep opening it. I probably will stick to it. And it'll probably just be, less ramped up as, other sets that I'm opening. But hey, I appreciate it. Definitely like, subscribe, come hang out with me more in the future, and good luck out there.